Hey y'all. So, I hope you guys are doing well. I am definitely sending you so much love and healing energy, all good high vibrations. Okay. So this reading is going to be for you really, really deep and insightful Pisces. Okay. Um, so disclaimer, couple things just want to speak to prior to really diving into the reading. I'm going to do my best to make this a quick reading. Okay, get straight to the point. For those of you who are new here and have not watched some of my prior videos where I speak to this, I'm going to speak to it now. I have a child who is special needs, and he is actually present at this time. So, if in fact you hear some odd noise, the TV in the background, him even come in and possibly interrupt, I may pause the video. But just wanted to make sure that I put that out there for you guys. We're going to just let him do his thing and be great. Okay. And I do apologize in advance if in fact it is too disturbing for you. Okay. Outside of that, let's see. Oh, other disclaimer. Take what is yours, leave the rest, okay? If it does not flow, let it go. If it is yours, take it as it needs to be, right? Whether it's flipping gender or whatever, right? To resonate with you, okay? So yeah, I think that's kind of pretty much it. So I'm gonna go ahead and get into it, all right? I always welcome spirit in to the readings. So let's go ahead and do that now. All right. Holy Spirit of the pure white light of the Most High God, I call you into this reading. I ask that you grant me the ability to deliver clear and concise messages to the collective as you see fit. We thank you for all that you are, all that you have been, and all that you will continue to be. Amen. Okay. So, that was the other thing. I did leave out something. Just to state the obvious, if you see it, there is a stain on my shirt, okay? I know sometimes some people, can be distracted or just it could be a thing, right? If you're OCD or just have any type of condition where it would irritate you, I suggest that if it does, listen with your ears and not your eyes, okay? All right, say it with love. But anywho, so what spirit needs you to know right now, Pisces? So first we have boundaries, okay? So at this time, Pisces, it is very important. Spirit wants you guys to know to make sure that you are maintaining boundaries in your life, okay? With the people, places, and things that you need to implement those boundaries with, okay? Now, obviously, that's going to be different for everybody, right? But it's very, very important at this time that you do so that you are not feeling just overwhelmed and tugged on and like people are pulling you all over the place because you are not setting those firm boundaries, okay? On this card I'm seeing 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 different hands that are all reaching for this one person's energy, right? Just for this one specific person, and it does appear to be pretty much all at the same time, okay? Some of the hands are more stretched out and I guess closer to the person if you want to look at it from that standpoint versus some that are not as close. Also, even some of the hands appear to be larger or smaller than others. Now, that could just be due to how the graphics on the card are, but that's kind of just what I'm getting by looking at it. So, you can have some people who are like really, really pulling on you, really needing a lot from you right now at this time, and it can be overwhelming. You could very well be wanting to obviously help, you know what I'm saying, and be there for them and whatever and whatnot. However, if in fact it is distracting you from your personal goals, your personal endeavors, and things that you have to maintain and handle and take care of, then you want to definitely acknowledge that and be mindful of the fact that as much as you want to help others, it really does a disservice to you because you are not helping yourself. And, we can be so just so adamant about wanting to be of help to others, right? Because that's why we're all here. We are here to help one another, okay? So you're not the bad guy or anything like that, or girl, whatever, for wanting to be a helping hand, or for wanting to just try to be there for people as best as you can. That is a beautiful part of what makes you who you are, right? And why so many of your loved ones care about you, because you all have been there for them, right? And some of them feel like they can depend on you. So that would probably speak to the hands that are really tugging on the person and really seeming to be large on the picture, right? You may have certain individuals who have been depending on you for quite some time, or continuously asking you for different things, right? And Spirit's just really wanting you at this time to acknowledge that it's okay. Okay, excuse the noise in the background, guys. That it is okay for you to say no, okay, and not feel bad about it. And here's the thing, even if you have to tell someone no and you begin to feel bad about it, a good thing you may want to remind yourself is that if you told them yes and it distracts you from something that is important for you to do for yourself, or it hurts you in any kind of way, or just whatever, right? It not being in your favor, and not to say that from a selfish standpoint, but just more of like it's no different than the saying, I'm sorry, y'all, hold on, I'm gonna pause because my son's making the most noise. Hold on. Okay, sorry about that, yeah. It's just like the saying, right? And I know you guys have heard this example over and over again, but you're gonna hear it again now. Okay? If you are on a plane, you cannot be of service to anyone else on that plane until you make sure that you secure your oxygen mask first. Because if you don't secure your oxygen mask, the thing that gives you more air, the thing that gives you more oxygen so that you can continue to breathe healthily, I don't even know if that's a word, but breathe in a healthy way. And have the air that your lungs need to maintain your personal health and well-being, then you cannot help the person next to you at all. Like, because if you help them put their mask on before you help yourself put your mask on, more than likely, yeah, you've done a good deed and you've helped them. So yeah, okay, you want to look at it as you being a hero. Okay, that's great. But if you do that, more than likely you're going to be the one that passes out. Okay? Take that how you need to take it in this time. Okay? So, listen, don't wear yourself out. Don't drain yourself. Don't allow yourself to become drained. All because you just want to be the hero, or you want to, help someone. Now, don't get me wrong. This could resonate in another way for some people, and I'm not even gonna speak to that spirit. I'm not doing it. Nope, not doing that. But anywho, just make sure that you create those boundaries. Okay? And give yourself some compassion, grace, and mercy when you do get in that space of feeling bad for having to tell someone that you can't help them right then, or I can't do it, or no, this is not good for me, or it's not a good time, or whatever. And also, make sure that you acknowledge the person's response when, in fact, you do implement your boundaries, because that will tell you a lot as well. If you set a boundary with someone or whatever it is, and that it's not respected, or it's rejected, or someone tries to make you feel bad or whatever, that means they are not respecting you and your personal wishes for yourself and your well-being. That means that they are not acknowledging that it's okay for you to put yourself before anyone else, right? Because if you don't love you, then yes, other people can love on you. They can even be there for you. But it's up to you to ultimately create that self love first and be there for yourself first before anyone else. So just make sure that you acknowledge the response that you get when you set your boundaries. Okay. Um, I really feel like that was very clear from Spirit. But what I will do is I will read it directly from the Oracle book, Work Your Light Oracle cards. And so let's see here. Boundaries number 38 could be relevant. That could be your age, or you could have a birthday March 8th or August 3rd. So you could be yes, I believe 3/8 is Pisces season, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that's Pisces season. So that could be one of your birthdays, or August 3rd. You could have Leo placements as well. Let's see here. Oh, I don't even think I looked. Hold on, yeah. Let me look back at the card too before I. Let's see. You guys could be star seeds. You guys could also have knowledge of sacred geometry. Something could resonate with you as it pertains to like the desert or Egypt. Okay. You could have served in the army, or someone you were having to set boundaries with could these things could apply to as well. Um, I'm getting like Nevada, Arizona. I'm getting someone could be a handyman. I'm getting someone could really love astronomy. Okay. Or you could just, have like a hold on, y'all. The fact that I was about to say stethoscope is funny, but maybe you guys are or are dealing with someone that is in the medical field. But I was gonna say telescope. So you could own a telescope and enjoy looking at the stars, or maybe that's something that you've thought about doing in the past but you have not done, or maybe it's just spirit saying, hey, that's something that you could consider doing. Okay. But yeah, so I think that is pretty much it. So, you are being called to create clearer boundaries in your life. This could be with your friends, family, or work. Saying yes when you really mean no leads to resentment, which is the biggest energy drain ever. At first, it might only be a little bit and not feel like a big deal, but before you know it, your energy field becomes porous and you are left feeling depleted, resentful, or taken advantage of. Saying no and having clear boundaries is actually a spiritual act. The most giving, loving, compassionate people are those with the clearest boundaries. For when they say yes, they are able to give unconditionally. When your boundaries are clear, others know where they stand and you are able to give freely. If you are not clear where your boundaries lie, This causes confusion, resentment, and energetic cords to be planted. If you are saying yes when you really mean no, you are likely needing something yourself. Ask yourself what part of me needs something from them. It could be a need for approval, a fear of being seen a certain way, or a fear of loss. The best way to gauge your boundaries is to check in with your belly. Your belly is the second brain. It has an intelligence known as your gut feelings. Tune into this space when deciding what is okay for you. How does it feel? What is it trying to communicate with you? Where in your life do you need to establish better boundaries? Okay? So then we also have Lemuria. Okay, so you could be a Lemurian, and that may be something you want to look up. The word is here on the card. Let me try to get it close enough for you guys to really read it good. Okay, go look into that if you are unfamiliar so that you can learn a little bit more about it. It may very well resonate with you. So, let's see. The number 114 could be relevant to you, or November 4th, or April 11th. And I want to say that still falls in Pisces season as well, but I could be wrong. Hold on, let me think. No, I think that's Aries. That's Aries. Okay. Let's see here. So, you could be vacationing soon, or just have, or whatever, or maybe your dream vacation includes somewhere that has a really beautiful waterfall. Maybe that's like a bucket list thing for you. You want to, like, jump from a waterfall or stand under a waterfall or something like that. I'm getting Colorado, I'm getting Arizona, so that's the second time Arizona came up. I'm also getting Mount Everest, so that could resonate with someone. But I'm definitely getting someone, is, like I say, you guys are, this is a Pisces reading, so that is already your water. But you could also have other water placements as well, or maybe it's a good time for you to get near some water and get some grounding. Just get some good purification. So, if you are able to get to a beach, if you live by a beach, that is a beautiful thing. Go do that. It doesn't have to even be a beach. If you have a nice river or reservoir or something along those lines near your home, go to it. Take your shoes off, step in the water, go swim, whatever, if you can. Okay. If not, that is okay as well. Get you some good Florida water. Hop in a good bath with some Epsom salt, some Florida water if you got it. If not, whatever. Stand in the shower. Let the water rush over your head. And, I don't know, say something along the lines of, I don't know, yeah, it could be as simple as wash all negative energy from the top of my head to the soles of my feet down the drain. Release my body of all toxins and just things that aren't serving themselves. Whatever comes to you, for you and your intentions, your affirmations, whatever. Right? It's gonna be different for everybody, but I'm just getting that this is the time for cleansing. Okay, especially after you set these boundaries, because some of the individuals that you set boundaries with are going to have a problem with that, and they're probably gonna, some of them might have negative thoughts, right? Wishing ill upon you, and because listen, people get vengeful, people get in their feelings, they get mad and get to wishing you bad and all kinds of stuff just because they're not getting their way. And that's my point about pay attention to the people's reaction and responses when in fact you set those boundaries, because those are the type of people, I don't care who they are in your life, that you do not want to be involved with you. If they cannot accept that you want to set boundaries for yourself, for your personal well-being, then they only really care about themselves. They don't really care about you. They care, not to say it like that, but y'all know what I'm saying. They care more about the benefits of what you offer versus you know what I'm saying. So okay, moving along. Um. Okay. Yep. 114. So I already said that. So let me go ahead and read this so we can move forward. Creating heaven on earth. It is happening. Lemuria, or Mu, is one of the Earth's lost lands, where heaven really was a place on Earth. A time before we were kicked out of the Garden of Eden. In Lemuria, life worked in harmony. All beings were seen as equal, and we were deeply reverent to Mother Earth. We knew that a mosquito was no worse than us, and the sun no better. Perhaps you too believe that heaven really can be a place on earth. Perhaps you are a part of the transition team who, at a soul level, are devoted to creating this kind of harmony on the planet now. Thank you for wanting to do this work. It's easy to get overwhelmed by the state of affairs on the planet right now, but you are being encouraged to keep holding the clear vision of the future. It is closer than you think. You may be guided to hold the frequency of Lemuria in your own community, family, workplace, or within yourself. Know that it is possible, and while at times it may feel like you are alone, you truly are not. There are hundreds of thousands who hold the codes of this ancient lost land, and even Lemuria crystals that hold the codes of remembering that are beginning to rise all over the planet. Keep doing what you are doing, and remember, the only way to heal the world around us is to first heal ourselves. You guys can screenshot the card. I'm trying to get it focused. Okay. And it says hold the card on your heart and say, I hold the codes of Lemuria and believe that heaven really can be a place on earth. Okay. I feel like really what stood out, I know especially for me, is the specific part where it says the only way to heal the world around us is to first heal ourselves. And it's just kind of also just, reaffirming and going back to what I was talking about the whole, just making sure you're good first, right? Before you can really try to do all. So it's like, okay, how you gonna try to help other people heal if you ain't, you know what I'm saying, done the healing work for yourself, right? So I feel like that was very clear, straight to the point. Okay. And then lastly, from the Moonology deck, we have show the world the real you. Full moon in Aquarius. Okay. Something significant could take place around this time when we have the next full moon in Aquarius. You could have Aquarius placements, or you could be dealing with an Aquarius. Okay. Let's see if I see anything else. I think that's pretty much it. I did get somebody could have a bust down. So that's funny because that's definitely not my energy. I don't talk like that. But for those who don't know what I mean by that, there are like I don't even want to say younger generation because that's just aging me. But anywho, there's this thing now where the young women who, if they get a good, nice wig or good sew in, and they get it and they part it straight down the middle of their hair, but it's very long, inches of bundles, they, I guess, call it bust down. But anyway, so don't laugh at me for those of y'all who. But anywho, you can have you a nice bust down right now. You can have you, that hairstyle. Anywho, moving forward, because I ain't about to play with y'all. Let's see, full moon in Aquarius, 88 could be a number of significance to you. You also could have a lot of luck right now. The 8 is the number of abundance, and we got 88. So, hey, you want to take a few risks right now in winning some things, go for it. All right. So, let me hold this up for you guys. Alright. Show the world the real you. This card brings the message from the cosmos that you need to detach a little from whatever situation you are asking about. Someone might be keeping you at arm's length now, but it's no bad thing. It's important for you to allow life to unfold and progress, even if change seems like a frightening prospect. If you've been holding yourself back from showing the world the real you, this card reminds you that your unique characteristics are what make you special. In a relationship, are you being too aloof or detached? Go ahead and be yourself in whatever is coming up for you. Be aware of your feelings, but also be prepared to move on. Don't lose the beauty and romance of life. You are too much in your head. Get into your heart. A friend needs you. Be there for them. A situation is going to take a very unexpected turn. Every full moon is a time to release and let go, but the addition of Aquarian energy to the mix triples that message confirmation. Aquarius is the opposite of clingy, and pulling this card at any time suggests that suggests either you need to let go or someone is thinking they are the ones who need to let go, perhaps of you. What needs to go? What is the right thing to do? Whatever happens next could be highly unconventional or unexpected. Okay? So what I do want to say in response to that, y'all, I really feel like, so now you could be here as a cross watcher, so if in fact you are, that message could be for you, okay? But I am receiving that on a level of like, that's kind of going towards the person who you are going to set the boundaries with, okay? They may not like what you have to say, and I'm gonna just let that be that. I'm not gonna go too much more into that because I didn't really want the reading to be super long, and we are already coming up on 30 minutes. So that is the reading for you guys, Pisces, for what Spirit needs you to know right now. I love y'all. I hope that this was helpful for you. You guys have a great day. Love you. See ya. Oh yeah, before I go, check out some of the old readings. If you guys are new here, welcome. Click the subscribe button, okay? Join the family. Divine Elevated Love will be very happy to have you guys here. Tap the like button, all that good stuff. All right, see ya.